Christian School. We would like to remind all spectators, coaches, and players to uphold the highest standards of sportsmanship. Please support your team in a positive manner. Unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, or negative behavior towards athletes, coaches, officials, or other fans will not be tolerated. Thank you to everyone in attendance for making this a positive experience for all. Good evening and welcome.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nehemiah Center for the live stream action for the boys varsity basketball. Waynesville Christian Crusaders will play host to the Douglas Tigers. They're in the same conference, Conference E from the Central Mass. Douglas being the only holdover from the old Dual Valley Conference that shares this new conference with the Crusaders. Douglas having a rough start to their season. Somehow they have, with the long layoff, still, they don't play a lot during the Christmas break. Douglas has managed to play 7 games, and they are 0-7. So looking to get their first win here in the enemy gym on the campus of Waynesville Christian. The Crusaders come in having only played 3 games. They should have played 4, if you remember. We had to postpone the Uxbridge game. That will be rescheduled for later in January. So the Crusaders come in having only played 3 games, less than half of Douglas, and they are 3-0, so opposite records. Crusaders looking to keep on their winning ways, looking for their second conference win as they've beaten Bartlett, Oxford, and Quabog. Crusaders will come in trying to, again, keep that win streak alive, make it to 4. It'll be a little bit short-handed if you were with us at the end of the telecast, which was, feels like 2 years ago before Christmas break. There was a little bit of an incident involving Ethan Curry and another player for Quabog, and the ref kind of turned around and saw a little bit of a push, and he is out for this one and the next one. So Crusaders will have to go to their bench a little bit more than they've had to in the first 3 games, with Ethan being one of their 2 leading scorers, of course, with Gabe Dieters. That'll give Coach Dieters the opportunity to play some guys maybe that he hasn't played, give them some experience that they will definitely need as the season goes on. So here this Wednesday night, this is the first of 2 against Douglas. Both these teams, as I mentioned, are in the Conference E in these newly designed conferences within the Central Mass. The Crusaders and Tigers in the same conference. Only 2 from the Dual Valley. Let's turn it over to our PA system for our starting lineups and national anthem.
Basketball matchup between the Douglas Tigers and your Waynesville Christian Crusaders. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Douglas Tigers. Number 2, a senior, Nathan Chesley. Number 22, a senior, Billy Higgins. Number 5, a senior, William Sobolewski. Number 1, a sophomore, Easton Boberg. Number 15, a sophomore, Tate Higgins. The Douglas Tigers are coached by Dean Kirtle. Assistant coaches are Jeff Hamill, Jim Hamill, Ryan Bernhardt, and Parker Vincent. nation's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, so if you tune in for the starting lineups, two new starters that are typically haven't been in the starting lineup for Coach Dieter so far for the Crusaders this season. No JV De Silva tonight and no Ethan Curry. So that means Connor Kitchen, who hasn't even gotten, I don't believe, maybe a minute or two, but I don't think he's gotten in the game. He gets a start tonight. Exciting for Connor, the junior, and Tyler Rainbow, the junior, who has pretty much been Coach Dieter's first guy off the bench, number 12, getting a start tonight. So Crusaders, we'll see. They've had a chance to do a lot of practice knowing they were going to be missing at least Ethan here. So Gabe Dieters will jump it up against Billy Higgins for Douglas. Douglas is going left to right. Blue with the white lettering. Of course, Crusaders home whites with gold and purple numbers. Tip goes to the Crusaders. Maloney gets it started. Douglas is in a zone D. He's going to have to shoot it well. Rainbow, without Curry out there, they're going to have to. They don't have quite. They have Maloney, and of course Gabe can shoot. Michael likes to go down low, as he does here. Good move. Micah Dieters off the glass and in. 2-zip. Once again, Douglas comes in at 0-7. Kind of been a rough campaign here for Douglas again this year. Crusaders know what that's like, as they lost a lot of games by big points last year, but returning so many players that have varsity experience has bode well so far for them this season. Douglas really not able to get anything started. Good defense by Whitensville, not allowing a shot. Kitchen finds Gabe Dieters to Rainbow. Rainbow goes left. Oh, good pass to Kitchen. Connor Kitchen goes up against Billy Higgins there. Higgins will get called for the foul. Higgins thought he had kept his arms straight up, but the ref thought otherwise. That's his first personal. Billy Higgins, number 22. That's the first team foul for Douglas. So Kitchen will go to the line. He buries the first of two. That one's a little long, but oh, Michael thought he had that, but he loses it. Sobolowski gets it to Easton Moberg. Moberg, number 1, he's kind of their, keeps the engine going for Douglas. Moberg is their leading scorer so far in their 7 games. Higgins gets trapped out. Boy, Douglas having a hard time really even getting into their offense here. There is 10 seconds on the shot clock. Moberg looking, can't find anybody Finds Chesley. Chesley's going to have to shoot it, and that's going to be the shot clock. Somebody should have told Nathan Chesley that he had to fire there. He doesn't. So once again, 2 trips for Douglas and no shots. Just how Coach Dieters wanted the defense to start up. Up 3-0. Micah, wide open on the block. He gets called for steps. Would have liked, that's a play right there from Micah that he has a wide open little shot. Instead of feeling like he has to keep going to the layup, just pause, bank it in right from there. So Douglas now looking for their first hoop. This time they actually get it down low. That was Teague Higgins, which is the second leading scorer. He almost got it to roll, no good. Finally get it down to Gabe. Gabe power dribble. Loses it, gets stripped by Higgins, so Douglas down 3-0. Just getting started here. And this one here on the campus of Whitensville Christian. Crusaders in their traditional man-to-man defense. Higgins has Rainbow on him. Boy, Douglas is having a hard time figuring out what they want to do here. I think they're really trying to get Moberg open, but that's going to be tough with the defense on him. So Micah dives to the floor. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock here. So Douglas hopefully knows this time. Moberg, he's going to have to fire. He's got Maloney on him, a step to the side, air ball, so that's going to be a shot clock violation. Not much that Easton Moberg could do there. Giving up a lot of height there to Maloney, so he kind of did a sidestep 3. Crusaders once again without 2 of their normal starters, but Gabe is always in there for him, man. Gabe looks a little bit, I don't know what the word would be, just a little bit of a slow start here. Hard to blame him as he's probably not feeling typical motivation. But Gabe's going to need to carry a lot of this scoring. The Crusaders want to get off to a big lead here in the first quarter. Moberg, no good, but that was a in and out miss from Teague Higgins. So the 2 big guys for Douglas are both Higgins. Good drive by Micah Dieters. Dieters gets the foul. See if that's on. I wonder if that was on Billy Higgins. Nope, because Billy had one already. That one they're going to get Teague Higgins, so 2 team fouls as Micah hits the first 2. Douglas first sub. They're going to bring, actually they're going to bring Sobolewski back in. I didn't even notice that Logan Vassar had come in for him there for a couple minutes. Nice stroke from the free throw line for Micah, makes it 5-zip. Just under 4 to play first quarter. Oh man, you know Higgins wanted to tee that up and hurried the catch a little bit. Pass was a little offline and drops it out of bounds. Back to the Crusaders, up 5-zip. Good defense so far for Whitensville. Good defensive players on the floor. This zone, they find the soft belly of that zone, and Gabe Dieters makes them pay. 7-0. Douglas in the traditional away blue uniforms here. Like once again, 0-7 on the season. Gabe with a steal on Higgins. He's going to get an easy layup. Boy, he loses it on the way up, but Billy Higgins caught his arm a little bit. Could have been an and 1 there, but Gabe lost it going to the rim. That I think is 2 on Billy Higgins. It is, so 3 team fouls, and he has 2 of them. Only a matter of time before Crusaders star big man Gabe Dieters gets going. He gets that free throw. 3 points for him, 8-0. A little over halfway through quarter number 1 on this Wednesday night. 2-hour delay for both of these schools today, but got into school so we can play this game. It's Chesley. He has Connor Kitchen. Chesley's going to fire from way downtown. No good. Good job by Connor Kitchen not giving up on that play and getting a rebound. Outlet goes to Maloney. Oh, Maloney doesn't complain. They get Maloney for shrugging off the defender. That's an offensive foul. That'll be the first team foul for the Crusaders. 3:12 left first quarter. 8-0. Douglas, a couple of decent shots, but most of their trips have really been either shot clock violations or steals. This time, Moberg gets it out to Chesley. This time, Nathan Chesley buries a 3, so Douglas gets on the board, down 5, 8-3. Rainbow got a wide open look here. Good drive, Tyler. So they were calling that foul on the floor. Only 4 teams, so that'll be, they will be taking the ball out from underneath the hoop. First foul on William Soboleski. Really they got to find Gabe down there. There's really no reason why Gabe Dieters can't just go to town on this defense. Kitchen wide open 2. Connor buries it, makes it 10-3. Fast first quarter, but only 5 total fouls. 4 for Douglas. Backdoor cut. Oh man, Dayton Chesley, I thought he had his 5th points, and now the Crusaders come back up. Micah Dieters, great drive. 12-3, 9-point Crusader lead. Douglas is going to call timeouts. Coach Dean Hurdle does not like to see. Now he probably is expecting to be down in this one, but he's going to call timeouts when he feels like his team isn't executing, or at least trying their best and putting the full effort in. So once again, the Crusaders without 2 of their starters. Ethan Curry will be out for 1 more after this because of that little infraction he had at the end of the Quabog game. We weren't really able to talk much about that because it happened as I was about to sign off. Ironically, giving Ethan the player of the game. I told Ethan, I don't think I can ever give you the player of the game again. But what seemed to happen is that player was instigating things, got tied up with Ethan, and Ethan kind of shoved out a little bit. I don't think it deserved 2 games, but nobody really cares about my opinion. And it was just a great lesson for Ethan to, you gotta stay calm. Because they're gonna play them again. That should be interesting on their home floor. All right, so Douglas has 2 minutes left first quarter. Easton Moberg trying to get the offense going. Sobolewski's a little lost here. He's got Gabe on him. Finds Chesley between the legs. 20 on the shot clock. Chesley has 1 3. It's the only hoop so far for Douglas. Moberg, man, Maloney's been swallowing him up, the leading scorer. He wants to get his shot off. Now they're running down now again. Moberg's going to have to fire. It's long. But Higgins with a great offensive rebound. Man, that's tough for the Crusaders. You want to get those boards, but those long shots that clang off are tough to figure out. Man, you love to see Connor to continue to look for a shot. Just made a little, good drive by Gabe. Can't get it to fall. His own rebound. He tapped it up. Gabe could easily just grab that, bring it down, and gather himself. If he is playing against a defender that's taller than him, maybe not. But in this game, he could have just brought it back down and collected himself. That's going to be Chesley again. And Chesley gets the hoop and the harm. So Nate Chesley has got a chance to get a 6th point here if he makes his free throw. He had a 3-pointer earlier. And suddenly, Douglas, I was going to say down by 4, but in and out. So 12-7, under a minute left first quarter. Crusaders would love to get a hoop here at the end. Good pass, brother to brother. Micah Dieters with the lay-in, 14-7. So the Crusaders definitely should get the ball back. There's 12 seconds differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Douglas has really tried to take most of these shot clocks down. Chesley, who's that time steps out of bounds. So gives the Crusaders back with 30. It'll be interesting to see how they play this. So far this year, I've really enjoyed Coach Dieters. He hasn't really cared much about bringing the shot clock down. Just get a good shot. As they try to do here, but they give it up to Douglas. So Sobolowski with the steal gets to his point guard. 10 seconds left. Higgins from free throw extended, no good. There's 6 on the clock. Here comes Maloney. Oh, he's got a wide open Micah Dieters with a lane at the buzzer. Douglas fell asleep at the end of that first quarter. Those are the kind of hoops that if you're the coach, Coach Dean Hurdle, man, you kind of fought back into that a little bit, that game. And you have a chance to just maybe hold Maloney to a 3-point attempt. Maloney easily finds Micah Dieters, his teammate, underneath for a wide open layup at the buzzer. 16-7 is the count at the end of one. So this is the first game back for Whitesville after a pretty long layoff. They played, 3 or 4 days before Christmas there. So not quite 2 weeks, but a lot of opportunity to practice and work on some things. But it's always kind of difficult for these teams. They get the season started, they play a few games, and then they got to take a long layoff and kind of get back into it, almost restart the season. It's something they've had to do with so many families who travel now. I remember when I played, nobody went anywhere, so we played all throughout the Christmas break, tournaments, everything else, but they pretty much take it off. So Crusaders 3-0, trying to beat the Tigers, an old Dual Valley Conference foe. Good drive by Sobolewski, but he lost it on his way up. Connor Kitchen all the way. He thought he got hit in the head, but ref said ball, so nothing doing there for the first trip on offense for both the Crusaders and the Tigers. That's Higgins. Higgins gets stolen by Rainbow. Rainbow didn't let Higgins. He's got 1-on-2. Good little stop. And I like that shot by Tyler. Didn't get it to go, but that's instead of trying to force it. Good drive by Gabe. Again, no good. Almost falls down with it. His brother Micah picking up the scoring slack on this one. 18-7. Once again, Gabe's just a little off offensively. I think that'll change very soon. Higgins, looks like they got a reach in from Connor Kitchen. Connor didn't like that call. First on Connor. Sobolewski, no good. Oh, a good rebound by Billy Higgins. Put back is good. Douglas has 9, down by 9. Maloney been a little bit quiet offensively, been content to be a distributor. Could have had a corner 3 there, but double teaming Gabe as normal. Good drive, but there was 2 guys there. Connor went and Micah went. Got in each other's way on that. Plus less the Douglas defense and more Crusaders defense on friendly warfare. So De Silva is going to come in the game for the first time. Moberg is just having a hard time getting his usual shot. He's usually leading the Douglas in scoring. Gabe collects himself. Great play by Sobolewski on that. The shorter man was able to be athletic. Wow, Micah got aggressive there in defense. That'll be the first foul on Micah Dieters. First team foul, second quarter. De Silva's going to check in for Connor Kitchen. Sobolewski drives. Oh, man, that's a travel. He wanted a foul because he got poked in the eye. At least that's what it seems like happened down there. Ref's not seeing that. Then he took a few extra steps. They had to call a travel. Here comes Tyler Rainbow. Once again, Douglas playing in his zone. 2-3. Gabe Dieters gets that one to fall. I told you he'd get going, and that's probably the thing that will open the lid that's been on the basket for Gabe. I think one of the things for Whitesville, they haven't played against a team that's played a lot of zone. And so it's good practice for them. Dieters steals it from Higgins. He's got Maloney streaking to the hoop. Maloney has it if he wants it. Maloney was too worried about the defender when he had the height on Moberg. Doesn't get it to go. 20-9 is the score, just under 5 to play in this first half. Moberg goes to the hoop. Gabe wanted it. Gabe wanted the major swap. Instead, good little play by Moberg, who's used to playing against guys taller than him, so creative in there, gets to the free throw line. Next, the first two. Douglas is now in double figures. Brick, but gave Dieters good rebound. Think about Whitesville Christian against the zone. They haven't really been looking for their outside shot at all. Of course, with Ethan Curry not being in there, it hinders them a little bit. Great drive by Micah Dieters. Patient one-step dribble, lays it in right over the front of the rim. 22-10 is the 12-point Crusader lead over Douglas. Higgins gonna fire for three, no good, wow. Moberg skies for that rebound. Sobolewski can't make Whitensville pay, so another offensive rebound by Easton Moberg. Can't make Coach Dieters happy. They're letting up offensive rebounds to the smallest guy in the court. Higgins, kind of a wild shot. Another good interior defense. Douglas has to probably focus on that three-point game. Silva not able to get it, but Douglas falls out of bounds. Higgins, that time, T. Higgins couldn't get it to his teammate before stepping out of bounds, so Crusaders will get a new shot clock. Gabe Dieters will step out, counter back in. Rainbow has it. Maloney almost loses it, gets it back. Amon goes right dribble, and he's going to get a foul on Billy Higgins. I think that's 3 on Billy, if I'm counting correctly. I'll check the scoreboard. 3:33 left in this. That is 3 on Billy. Coach needs to probably get him out of here. You don't need him getting his 4th. Hasn't gone to the bench yet, so Billy's going to stay out there. Over 3 minutes left first half at 3 personal. Boy, Amon, both free throws circling in and out. 22-10. Higgins, no good. Micah Dieters battles with Sobolewski, and Crusaders get it back. I like this, with taking Gabe Dieters out in the situation, it forces the Crusaders to say, hey, someone else has got to be the focal point here. You got to be aggressive, and Rainbow is aggressive. De Silva, good board, and he gets it to just spin over the rim. Great hustle play by JV De Silva. 24-10, just under 3 to play first half. Chesley likes to just fire from 3. Oh, he's going to drive down the baseline. No good, but he does get Sobolewski wide open for 3. Too long. Good play. Maloney gets double teamed on the end. Tries to find Connor. Connor stepped out of bounds. Kitchen. Got to careful there. Douglas likes to double team down there, and I think with Gabe being out, they're able to extend off a little bit more. Normally, Connor would drive there and somebody would stay home with Gabe. You wouldn't get a double team there. But with Gabe on the bench, Douglas down 14. It's a little over 2 minutes left. Sobolewski gets caught underneath. Good play by De Silva. Comes Micah, who's got a lot of Crusaders points. This time he loses it. Josh Laverne will come in. He'll give Tyler Imbo a break. All right, Douglas, chance to cut into this 14-point deficit. As we close the first half pretty soon. Kind of a wild drive there by Moberg. Here comes Maloney. Good drop to Connor Kitchen for 2. Maybe another timeout by the Douglas Tigers. Good timeout there. Coach Dean Hurdle realizes, okay, we're down 16 here. 139. It's been, for Douglas' standards, remember they're 0-7. They've gotten beaten by some pretty lopsided scores, so they were hanging in there. When you're on the road, like they are tonight, that could be kind of hang in there, and then maybe you go on a little bit of a run in the second half, and you never know. But all of a sudden, Crusaders extend this to 16. Coach Hurdle wants to make sure they gather themselves and get a couple of good shots off, maybe cut into this lead. Otherwise, it could go completely the other way, and Whitensville could be up 20 at half. And at that point, it's trouble city for the Tigers. Crusaders will go on the road for their next game on Friday. Next home game and live stream telecast will be against Leicester Monday night. Leicester's pretty good this year, so you'll definitely want to tune in for that one on Monday as we bring you all the action right here live from the Nehemiah Center. Crusaders hoping to go 4-0, and then if they can win Friday, could be bringing a 5-0 record in to a game against Leicester. But coaches don't want to hear me say that. Players got to take care of business here. 1:35 left first half. See what Coach Hurdle came up with. You got Moberg down 2. Wow, great play. Down to Logan Vassar, number 12. Vassar off the bench. That's exactly what the coach wanted to see. Chance for a three-point play, 26-12. A little long there, so Micah with the board. 1:22 left, first half. Comes Maloney. Running this offense the whole first half, pretty much the whole season. Laverne saw Maloney in the corner, but almost lost it. 22 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. Again, Gabe Dieters with a pretty long rest here on the bench. Gives the Crusaders a chance to figure out what to do. Maloney, good drive, a stop. And a gather, but he can't get it to go. So Douglas now down 14, have a chance to make this 12 or even 11 here before the half. Crusaders should get the ball back. About 20 seconds difference. They definitely will. As Chesley, man, he had a wide open layup there. That was one Douglas wants to have, would love to have back. Oh boy, they're going to get it back because of a careless turnover. Coach Dieter's imploring his team, wake up a little bit here at the end of this half. Not much different shot game clock. See if Douglas cares. Doesn't seem like they do. As Easton Moberg has That's Maloney on him. Chesley, you thought Chesley was going to fire. Couldn't get the shot off. That looked like it went off of Whitensville, and it did. 13 seconds left. Game and shot clock, so see if Douglas takes an early shot to give the Crusaders another opportunity here. Up 26-12. Oh. Looks like Maloney got his hand on that. Wasn't sure if that was off Maloney or if he just didn't pass it in bounds, but I think Maloney got his finger there. Good D. 12.8 left. Comes Moberg. He wants to get a shot off. Maloney's been in his grill all half. That time it's Chesley from way downtown. No good. Maloney, oh. So that was Laverne. My bad, giving that to Eamon Maloney. That was Josh Laverne. Grabbed the rebound and fired. Why not? Why not? Probably could have dribbled it a couple times, but that's okay. So we will see both teams go to the locker room. Talking over at halftime, the Crusaders up 26-12. I'd say defensively a good half for Whitensville. Did let up a few offensive rebounds, which we'll put on tape for Coach Dieters to get on him about for future games where the opponent's a bit stronger. You got to box out and clear those, but otherwise, really only let up a few good looks to the rim. Good, solid defensive performance. Offensively, very kind of up and down for Whitensville. Micah Dieters scoring the brunt of the load with Gabe not quite as on as he normally is, and of course with Ethan Curry not playing in this one. Good thing Micah showed up tonight. Douglas Tigers have been led by that little spurt by Nathan Chesley. Nathan hit a three. Another drive to the hoop. Teague Higgins as well, who's one of their leading scorers typically, but only 12 points. So one of the big things for the Crusaders is they've been able to defend Easton Moberg very well, the point guard for Douglas, who's their leading scorer. Been able to really good on-ball defense by Eamon Maloney. So Douglas, unless they down 14, they're going to need a big-time spurt to start the second half if they want to get back in this. They're 0-7 on the year. Just being in a game, I think, is big for that team. Their confidence. Definitely a lot of young players. Smolberg's a sophomore. You got Teague Higgins as a sophomore. So those two guys should grow together, be a little bit better in the coming years. They have a couple seniors they're going to be losing as well. So Crusaders will get Gabe Dieters back into the game. We'll see if they can kind of get this thing started a little bit better than offensively than they did the first half. Definitely seen some early season crowds here. Not a lot of parents, not a ton of students, a few. I think that tends to happen as the bigger games come later on, and also haven't seen a lot of home Friday games. We had that Uxbridge game, which I think, especially with Uxbridge being so close, probably would have saw a decent amount of fans. That one, I believe, is going to be scheduled for January 23rd, or rescheduled, I should say. There'll be a girls' game, a JV boys game and a boys varsity game, all on the same night here at home. So once again, the realigned Central Mass conferences, the Crusaders and Tigers in Conference E, those A through F, all based on previous 2 years. So with the Crusaders having a couple of down years, they got themselves in a lower conference, so it means their competition isn't going to be as strong. We'll see what happens in a couple of years. But keep in mind, that's just for conference play. That has nothing to do with the state tournament. That's the MIAA, and the Crusaders remain Division 4. The Tigers are at Division 5. So the power rankings will come out a couple of weeks. Usually it's midway through the season, and the MIAA starts doing the power rankings based on strength of schedule, one-loss record, all that. So Crusaders want to keep winning, but of course they'll have some tougher opponents later on. Even though they're not in their schedule, they will play Hopedale and Sutton, which will be good to see some common rivalries from previous years, even if they're not in the same conference this year. Also haven't seen a pep band yet this year. I'm assuming we'll see that later on when there's a Friday night big game for crowds and all that for the Crusaders. Somehow Douglas has managed to play twice the games as Whitensville. This is their 8th game, and the Crusaders only on game number 4. Of course, the Uxbridge one was postponed, the wind earlier in the season, no power. But Douglas has a lot of games in their schedule. They've already played a couple games since Christmas, whereas this is the first one for Whitensville. Once again, playing without Ethan Curry for getting the shoving match at the end of the Quabog game. Ethan's also out for Friday night's game on the road. Douglas still in the locker room. Crusaders come back out. Gabe's going to get some shots off. I would expect for him to have a big second half. Hopefully third quarter, if they can get a big enough lead and just go to the bench and get some other guys some action here against Douglas. Good to see long-time scorekeepers. Eddie Baker, Scott Freitas in the gym. They've been doing that a long time. Eddie's making his way back there. Eddie always makes sure he gives us candy. Usually it was M&M's for Eddie, but this year he switched it up to peanut butter cups. So once again for the Crusaders, leading scorer first half was Micah Dieters. For Douglas, it was split between Nathan Chesley and Teague Higgins, 26-12. Whitensville wants to keep that defense up, but they'd like to get a little bit smoother on offense. It's hard. Sometimes you play a little bit down to your opponent, but Crusaders got to be using these as opportunities because they're going to see some tougher opponents. And so they want to be crisper, use these almost as scrimmages. Now, Coach Hurdle isn't even thinking like that. He's only down 14 here. Made a tiny little run there at the end of the half. Keep it within striking distance. What he's trying to implore his kids is, let's play some crisp. Let's not get those shot clock violations. Move the ball. And make a little run here to start the third quarter. Last minute instructions here. 26 seconds left. We'll see if Scott Freitas is going to make his way back. Boy, that's going to be tough. He's walking like a turtle here. He's got the green sweater on. Starting to speed it up a little bit, but man. Eddie Baker might have to handle both places because Scott's now jogging. There he goes. All right, so Whitensville Christian will go back to where they started from. They're going left to right now, white uniforms. Eamon Maloney and Tyler Rainbow, Connor Kitchen, and of course Micah and Gabe Dieters down low. Maloney will get things started to Rainbow. Douglas still on his own. Need to pop some of these shots, especially Maloney's got a sweet shot. I don't think he's taken one this whole game. He's got one here if he wants it. No, Tyler's going to take it, and Rainbow's going to get an offensive charge. Didn't like the call, but I think probably the right call there. So that's the start that Coach Hurdle's looking for the Tigers. They have a chance to cut into this 14-point lead. Is Higgins with 3 fouls. Crusaders remain in man-to-man. Rainbow. Boy, it looked like Teague Higgins had a step on Rainbow. Could have had it, but didn't. Gets it to Billy Higgins. No good. Good challenge by Kitchen. Here comes Maloney out of the pack. Gabe's double teamed. Thought maybe Gabe got a tip there. He's trying to get it out the Rainbow. I'd like to see Eamon Maloney look for his 3-point shot. You gotta show Douglas you'll shoot it. They just haven't really bothered without having, again, Curry in there, but Maloney can shoot it. Kitchen can shoot it too. Douglas has 15 on the shot clock. Trying to get that shot off. Chesley will. He can make that, and he does. Big shot to start the third quarter for Douglas. It's 26-15. Staying in that zone. Rainbow will take it. It's long. No good, but Gabe battles for the board. One dribble off the glass. No good. He battles again. This time, though, Moberg's able to get it, and he comes out of the pack with it. Moberg was hoping maybe get an easy shot, but he gets it instead to Higgins. Micah battles with Billy Higgins. Big battle there by Gabe and big Billy Higgins. The ball went out of bounds off of Douglas in the scramble. So down 11, Crusaders again sleep a little bit offensively. Maloney's got to feel confident stepping into that shot. It's hard to beat a zone if you're not willing to take that 3. Rainbow just took one. Gabe's going to take one. It rims out. So Douglas trying to bring this back to single-digit deficit for the first time in a long time. And that's going to be T. Higgins with another big 3, and Douglas can smell it down 26-18. Closest it's been in a while. 8-point Crusader lead. It's going to bring De Silva back in. These guards are not looking for their shot. Rainbow does. Lefty, hung on the rim, no good. Good board by T. Higgins, who just hit the 3. He's going to look for it again. They better get in his face. Sobolewski drives, and they're going to get a foul, I think on Kitchen. Yep, so that's no, they're going to get Micah Dieters for that one. That's Micah's second. No foul trouble to speak of here so far. 3 on Billy Higgins for Douglas. Silva comes in for Tyler Rainbow. So it's a 7-point lead, and Sobolewski makes it a 6-point lead. Douglas right back into this. Just over 5, third quarter. See if this is a good experience for Whitensville as they tighten up a little bit. And man, they get Micah for an offensive charge. Micah's got to be real careful. Don't want to pick up a tee to make this even worse. So that's now 3 on Micah. 3 team fouls, just under 5 to play. Douglas a chance to get this to within 1 possession if they make a 3 here, down 6. Douglas playing with a little bit more swagger here, more confidence than we've seen most of the game. Micah's got to be very careful. Good D, but don't let your frustration turn into a 4th foul. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Higgins gets it to Moberg. Way downtown, no good. Gabe Dieters with a board. He finds Maloney. 1 dribble, layup, it's good. Good outlet pass from Dieters to Maloney. Hopefully that gets Maloney going. They need his offense badly. Higgins, Chesley. Good defense there by Connor Kitchen. Boy, Sobolewski always looks like maybe he's about to travel in that first step. Good hustle down there. Jump ball, that will stay Douglas, but the shot clock will only be 12 for the Tigers. And the next time there's a tie-up, Crusaders will get it. Wide open. It's not what you want to see. Moberg hasn't seen a lot of those open looks all game. Oh boy. That's the 4th foul on Billy Higgins as he grabbed Gabe from behind. He's gonna roll with it. Down 8, 4 fouls on his big guy. Probably knows if Billy comes out, it's gonna be tough to stop Gabe Dieters, but still, 4 fouls is a lot. Gabe goes up with it, doesn't get the foul, gets it again. Oh man, is that on Billy? Okay, Douglas very fortunate there. That one's going to be on Sobolewski, and that's only his 2nd. But once again, number 22, Billy Higgins. The guy who's doing a lot of the defense on Gabe Dieters has 4 personal. We still have 3:32 to play in the 3rd quarter. Gabe makes both. That makes Coach Dieters feel a little bit better. Up 10 now. Oh, Gabe swats that shot into the crowd. Higgins, another 3. Got a sweet stroke. Teague Higgins does. We saw him bury one a few minutes ago. Mike had a great first half, but so far been shut out in the second half. It's been the biggest difference offensively to Crusaders. They're going to actually give Micah a chance to go to the bench. He has 3 personals, so Maloney finally shoots from 3. No good. De Silva and Higgins battle for it. So Crusaders maintain that as they got the possession. They have 34 seconds on the shot clock, but they're not going to need that. Oh, Gabe misses a bunny, but then just taps his own rebound back in. 3 minutes to play 3rd quarter. It's 32-20. Crusaders with the lead. Good move by Moberg. He finds Chesley from 3. Man, if Nathan Chesley can just get open from that 3, he can make it. Crusaders, oh boy, that's probably number 5 on Higgins. That's, okay, they're gonna get Chesley from behind. So Higgins lives to fight another play. As Gabe will go to the line for 2, but they're gonna get the guard. As Gabe went up, it's between him and Billy Higgins, and looked like they were going to get Higgins for his 5th, but apparently Chesley pushed him from behind. So 34-23. Douglas back on offense, down 11. Fought hard here the second half to stay in it. Chesley again. This time, Connor Kitchen says nuh-uh. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Having trouble getting it in. Higgins to Higgins. Oh, this time it goes right to Gabe Dieters. Finds Maloney, who has Kitchen. Lay-in is good. Another 2 for Connor Kitchen. Great fast break from Gabe Dieters to Eamon Maloney to Connor Kitchen. 36-23. Just over 2 to play third quarter. Moberg this time finally gets to bury one. Just when you think, man, Douglas is in trouble, they bury another 3. Good drive by Gabe Dieters. Looking a lot smoother out there now. And it's 38-26. Oh, Laverne could have got called for one there. Too aggressive. I mean, they got to play aggressive on Moberg, but I don't think they got to treat him like he's Steph Curry out there. Just play tough defense, but don't get a foul. So Mike is going to come back in. Interesting call by his father, Coach Dieters, because he has 3. I thought they would wait till at least a 4th. But they bring him and Tyler Rainbow back in, and it's the starting 5 back in. Oh man, Connor, if he was looking, might have seen that, but Moberg ends up with it. Ball gets kicked out of bounds, and Douglas will have it. They got 15 on the shot clock, 1:30 in the third quarter. Down 12. Shot clock is going down. Douglas again not feeling urgency. See if Chesley will fire. He will. He can make it from down there. Almost banks it home. Rainbow better watch out. Moberg is trying to steal it. Wise play by Tyler, and he gets it to Gabe for 3. Boom. Gabe Dieters, 41-26. A minute to play, third quarter. So with all that, especially at the beginning of the third quarter, great play by Tyler Rainbow on defense there. With all that, really Douglas has only made up 1 point from halftime. See if they can do some damage here. Billy Higgins. Wow, good little one-hander from about 8 feet there. Connor Kitchen almost. Gabe tried to tap it in. Now Moberg has a chance with 23 left. He tries to draw a foul, but instead he's going to get to Chesley. Another 3 as Nate Chesley has drilled 3 of them in this game, 2 in the second half. 41-29. 10 seconds on this game and shot clock. There's no difference. They can bring this all the way down, and they will. Gabe will shoot. A little long. So an active and more offensive third quarter there as Douglas made a run, got that within 6. But then the Crusaders had a little run of their own. So end of 3, 41-29. Whitensville goes in with a 12-point lead, but they can't get comfortable here. You know Coach Dieters would love to see them go on a 10 or 12-0 run and put this thing away and go to the bench. On the other hand, the Tigers of Douglas coming in 0-7. Feel like they have a chance here to pull an upset. They certainly did a few minutes ago. Definitely be some uphill climbing for the Tigers, down 12. It will be Douglas ball to start the fourth, so they have a chance to cut into this 12-point lead. Coach Dieters imploring his team, let's not fall asleep. It seems like every time they gain control of this game, the Tigers hit a couple of big threes. Really no reason it should be this close, in my opinion. Very interesting. I don't remember the last time seeing a coach not even worry about the player fouls. Billy Higgins, number 22, he had 3 early in the first half, never took them out, maybe for a couple of minutes, and 4 with 3-something left in the third quarter, never took them out either. Good D there again, Connor Kitchen. Got to stay on Chesley. Chesley's had 3 threes. Sobolewski, good drive. Sobolewski, number 5. They're going to get Kitchen for his second. So the only real potential foul trouble is Micah Dieters with 3 for Whitensville. Higgins, who has the ball now, has 4. That looked like it went out of, I thought that went out of Higgins' hands, but one of the Crusaders deflected it. So plenty of time on the shot clock here for the Tigers. Kitchen almost with the steal, but that's going to give Chesley a chance. Can't bury that one. It'll be tracked down by Moberg. Dangerous play there as Chesley's caught fire a little bit here in this game, and Kitchen going for the steal gave him a wide open look. Soberg gets it blocked, so good D by Whitensville. See if they can translate it to offense. Rainbow with the left, off the glass and in. Good drive by Tyler Rainbow, 43-29. Crusaders staying man-to-man. Sobolewski loves to take that drive off the dribble. That's the second foul on Rainbow. Higgins a little short from the corner there. Might have forced that one. You can tell he hasn't gotten one in a while, but that probably wasn't the one. Rainbow wide open for 3. Just a little long, so Douglas back in offense. Higgins, little step back. Dirk Nowitzki style on that one for Teague Higgins, makes it 43-31, so back to 12. Crusaders need a hoop. Maloney's gonna have to fire. He does, and he drills it. Like I said, I'm not sure. It's like almost like it's a timeout by Douglas. It's almost like Eamon Maloney came into this game not really wanting to shoot. I appreciate the generosity letting his teammates shoot, but with Ethan Curry being out, Eamon Maloney has probably the next best outside shot. Certainly Gabe Dieters can shoot it as well, but he plays mostly down low, so that 3 shows you what Eamon can do. That stretches the defense and keeps them honest so they can't triple team Gabe down low. But the biggest thing that 3 did is we have just under 6 to play in this game. Made it a 15-point Crusader lead. Once again, trying to go to 4-0 and 2-0 in conference play. They'll hit the road on Friday night. But again, back here Monday night for a big game against Lesser. You'll want to make sure, if you can't be here live, it's always preferable to support the team. But if you can't be, join our live stream. We'll bring all the action on Monday night. See if the Crusaders can continue their road of perfection. Well, record-wise, let's not go too crazy about perfection. Definitely some things they can clean up. This is the first game in quite a while Douglas wanting to stay in this one. It seems like every time it goes down to 14 or 15, it's like, boom, they hit a big three, get a steal, get back in this. So the Crusaders want to make a run here. Moberg, good drive by Easton Moberg, and there it is, 46-33. Good drive by Rainbow. He got the open look for Maloney. Oh, man. That's tough for Billy Higgins. And that's it. That's a tough way to get your 5th foul. So Douglas is going to have to go to their bench. He's going to utilize this little time you get when a player fouls out to get a little free timeout. He's going to, Coach Hurdle's going to go to Logan Vassar to come in. Got to hand it to him. He was able to ride Billy Higgins, who's not only had 4 fouls, but is down low against Micah and Gabe Dieters. It's tough to go a whole rest of the game without fouling at least once. That one, I see it. It's a little ticky-tack. Tough way to foul out, but that's what happens when you have 4. So Micah gets 2 and makes the first. Good rebound by Tyler Rainbow. Gets to Gabe. Power dribble to it. Boy, Gabe's just a little off with his shot. Good play by, oh man, I thought that might have went off Tyler on that, as Logan Vassar made a hustle play there, but the Crusaders will get it back. Maloney made 1 3. Good pass down low to Gabe Dieters. Little teardrop for Gabe Dieters. 2 more, 49-33. A little bit, just over 5 to play in this one. 16-point lead. Douglas have the last gasp here. If they want to do anything, they're going to need something on this trip. Crusaders clearly know it as they drop down now to a zone, which you don't see too often for Whitensville. Vassar just off to the right. Good board by Micah. He's going to take it up himself. All the way himself. A layup on for Micah. I love the fact that he went left. A lot of times Micah will go right on that. But he couldn't get it to fall, so Silva's going to check back in for Coach Dieters. Once again, Crusaders in a 2-3 zone. Good steal by Micah. He's got Maloney. Maloney one-on-one again against Moberg. He had the opportunity to not worry about the size, but he faded a little bit on that layup. Sobolewski gets it swatted into the crowd once again. Gabe Dieters. Micah's going to come out. De Silva comes in. 16-point Whitensville lead. 4:14 left in this one. Chesley, number 2, he's been kind of keeping Douglas in it with some of these threes. He and Teague Higgins. This time it's Sobolewski. One of those drives that he's been doing all game, but this time it finishes. 49-35. Whitensville with the lead. Rainbow, good drive. Lefty, no good. We get a foul called on that, so. Douglas gets the ball back. Once again, time is their enemy, so Higgins is gonna fire from 3. Teague Higgins. Big shot there, brings them within 11, 49-38. They need a stop. Maloney tries to answer, can't. There's no Billy Higgins in, but no problem for the Tigers as Vassar gets it to Moberg, and so that's going to bring Micah Dieters back in. I think maybe Coach Dieters was hoping that he wouldn't need to do this, but a little run for the Tigers. Gabe with a great steal. He's going to try to take it himself. Ref says he'd lost it. Feels like normally you would have called a foul there, but with Moberg giving up so much size, I feel like the refs were like, nah. So, just under 3 to play. 11-point lead. Douglas needs, and they need to get themselves back into Teague Higgins. Instead, Vassar almost loses it. There's Higgins. He's got Gabe on him. Good little drive. Oh, Easton Moberg. It looked like a great drive, but they got him for an extra step. Travel is the call. That would have been a big play. 2:36 left. Crusaders up 11. They just need to work the clock at this point. Good decision by Kitchen. Now he can shoot it. He does. Oh, I thought that was in high. Arcing shot by Connor Kitchen. No good, so Douglas with another shot here. I thought that was going to rattle in by Easton. Gabe clears it. 2 minutes to play here. Maloney throws it away. It really feels like Crusaders, it's not like they didn't want to put the effort in this game, but I think they had a lot of trouble motivating themselves. Good play there by Maloney to Da Silva. Da Silva's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Good steal. Picked his pocket there, Eamon Maloney, and then found his teammate. It's going to be Sobolewski's third. That shouldn't be a problem. Team fouls are not an issue at this point. Da Silva makes the front end of 2. So like I said, I think sometimes it's after a big break, you don't have Ethan Curry, one of your best offensive players. You know Douglas is a pretty inferior opponent. You can sometimes play down to it. I think that's what happened here. So I think Coach Dieters has an opportunity to, in a victory, a lot of good lessons. As Chesley wasn't able to make that go, and Maloney gets it to Gabe. 1:24 left. Some lessons in this one, because they had their opportunity to really blow this team out, but they just kept them in the game. A lot of that is Gabe Dieters, as Gabe loses it. Not the best offensive game, not for lack of trying, but Gabe just a little bit off his drive, losing the ball a little bit more than normally you see. Not a bad time to see that, so Gabe can learn from it, but they don't learn in a loss. As Higgins really should have got him more involved earlier as he brings him within 10. So Coach Hurdle will call time with 59 seconds left. Actually, within 11, it's 50-39. So we'll see if Douglas has a last gasp in them. Coach Dieters giving instructions. So once again, if the Crusaders hold on to this one, which seems likely, but we've seen stranger things. Not to show, of course. You've probably seen that too. We've seen stranger things on a high school basketball court. But if they hold on, they go to 4-0 on the season, and man, the Douglas Tigers would go to 0-8. We will see Douglas again in the gym, not too far away here in Douglas, later on in the season. So Douglas will have their chance to get revenge, but they're still looking to get revenge in the last 59 seconds. See if they put in any kind of press. See if they play a foul game. That's going to be tough because they only have 2 team fouls. They'd have to foul 4 times to get Whitensville to the line. I think they're going to just put a press on, try to steal, be aggressive. If they do get a foul, that's okay. But I don't think they have enough time. That is what they do. Moberg tries to steal from Eamon. Maloney protects it, almost throws it away a little bit there. Coach Dieters says to Eamon, don't pick it up right there. Dave Dieters upset there as he loses it. He thought Douglas was reaching in, which they probably were. They are going to be aggressive defensively. Douglas should be in a little bit more of a hurry here. They need to get a 3. You can tell Moberg wants it. He takes it. That's a jump ball because it gets caught in between the rim and the backboard. Fortunately for the Crusaders, they get it. 33.7. Got to take care of the basketball here. Douglas puts this press on. Maybe they should have put this on a little bit earlier. Two-man game here, Maloney and Gabe Dieters. Dieters gets it past T. Higgins. 23, Douglas isn't gonna foul, wouldn't really help him. Wide open underneath is De Silva to cap it, 52-40. It's Douglas, their last shot here. So we're gonna go player of the game for the Crusaders. We're gonna give it to Micah Dieters, carried them offensively in the first game. So Micah will give player of the game in this one. And we'll give hustle player of the game to Connor Kitchen. Connor getting his first action, playing most of the game, playing good defense, taking care of the ball. So that's the final. The Crusaders win it 52-40, go to 4-0. We will see you again on the live stream back here on Monday night against Leicester. In the meantime, have a good night, everybody.